Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to try out a recipe. Since it's so cold outside, I thought this would fit. Sloppy Joes. So let's get started. First I'm going to use 1 pound of ground beef. I'm using the 96% beef, 4% lean fat. You can also use ground turkey for this recipe if you'd like to. Sometimes I do turkey, sometimes I do beef. But I try to get the leanest beef that I can for that. And then I'm just gonna add some green pepper and some onions. I don't like to cut onions, so I buy the frozen ones. So I'm just gonna add the, oops, I added a little too many, but yeah, they'll be all right. I'm just gonna dice these up a little. This green pepper and onion will give the meat a little extra flavor. And just throw those in there. And then I'm just gonna chop this up a bit. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this up. Just let that cook. And then while I'm
Hey, Miss Vicki, why is that pan lid all bent up and twisted around?
Because one time I was cooking and I can't remember, something about the lid wouldn't come off and we had to force it off because it got stuck. Do you remember anything about that?
Yes, I do. She was done cooking. She emptied out the pan, set the pan over here, put the lid on. The lid made a really good seal, and this, as it cooled down, it sucked all the air out of it and it collapsed.
But anyways, the lid's still fine and I still use it. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my sauce ready. Okay, so I have my bowl and I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. 1 cup of ketchup, and I use Simply ketchup because it doesn't have corn syrup in it. So, which corn syrup, is part of a sugar family. I'm just gonna add that in there. Then I'm going to add, let's see, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of barbecue sauce. You can use any kind you'd like. I'm just using the original kind today.
Original what kind? What brand?
I just use the Kraft, the slow simmered. And then I'm gonna just add a half a teaspoon of mustard.
Slow down a bit.
And 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm just going to stir it all up. And then once my hamburger mixture gets all browned up, I'm going to add this to that, and then I'll just let it simmer. See, it's all mixing up real nice. So. So I had extra green pepper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice this all up, and then I'm going to put it in a freezer bag, and I'll freeze it so when next time I have a recipe, my green peppers are all diced ready to go. And I use these in my spaghetti sauce or chili or anything like that. Yeah, everything's better when you're cooking at home. Yeah, since we've been quarantined and we can't eat inside of a restaurant, it's it's just getting to the point where I've been practicing more cooking and I'm enjoying this. Now in the summertime, I don't get to do too much of this. Maybe on a Sunday or something, I'll prep for some meals for the week. And you can dice these up as big as you like and how small you like it. But they all cook down. My granddaughter's coming over today, so her request for dinner tonight was sloppy joes and french fries. So that's what we're going to have for dinner. Because now she gets to come over like once or twice a week for dinner or lunch. Whatever she's here this weekend. She'll be here for the whole weekend pretty much. So she already plans out her meals before she even gets here. Grandma, I want this, or can we have pizza? Or one of her favorites is pancakes. Some nights we'll do pancakes and sausage for her. Yeah, so this made quite a bit. So I'll just throw them in here. I was buying these green peppers already diced up and frozen. But for some reason, the store that I buy these at, they don't have them anymore. So that's why I had to buy a fresh green pepper today. Okay, now just throw those back in the freezer. Well, it looks like it's browning up pretty good. Let's chop it up more. And as this cooks through the day, it's gonna simmer. I'm gonna let it simmer for at least an hour. And tonight when I get ready to have dinner, then I'll heat it back up. But you know, this beef is really lean, so there's no fat in it at all, hardly. With me and Mark, we're trying to watch our fat intake. We're trying to watch the amount of fat we're eating in our hamburger and whatever we're eating for meat. We tried to get away with not using beef burger and it didn't work. We were not feeling very well. Okay, now I'm going to just add that sauce to it. Now it looks like it's a little bit on the thin side, but as it cooks through, it will thicken up. And it smells really good. All those nice flavors in there. It's already thickening up here. I'll just put the lid back on and just put it on low and just let it cook for a while now.
How long is a while?
I'm going to let it cook probably about an hour on low. Just let it kind of like simmer, because then it will, as it cooks, it thickens up. And then tonight I'll heat it back up for dinner. So there's my Sloppy Joe. Look at how pretty that looks. And it smells so good. And then my French fries. They're frozen fries with a little bit of sea salt on there. So I'm going to put those in the oven. And then I also put together some coleslaw with my own recipe dressing.
Which you will probably show how to do that at a later date.
Yes, because I have another meal planned for that. So that will be our dinner for tonight. These are peanut butter fudge cookies. just gonna break these up since I don't have no cake or brownies tonight. Just break those up a little bit. So that's in my fingers. Wash my hands.
I think this is a thing.
Okay.
We have two ketchups.
Yep, 2.
I have 2 ice creams. And I have 1 cake. My birthday cake. Hey, Papa, you want ketchup, me and my cake, and my ice cream for me. It's not the one I have for my birthday yet. See picture of my bike.
Hot fudge topping.
In my bike.
There you go. Easy dessert. Addison, how was dinner tonight?
Good.
Did you like the Slappy Joe?
No.
No. I thought you said you liked my Slappy Joe.
Yeah, I like French fries and chocolate so and ice cream.
And ice cream? How's the ice cream? Do you like the dessert?
Yeah, perfect.
Yay. Say, what do we say? Peace?
Peace. Goodbye.